Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estamos? Aquí estamos Gabriela, Cadena y ya saben, Norton. ¿Quieres saber cómo perder de peso 144 libras y contando? No se tomó ningún suplemento, no se tomó ningún quemador, absolutamente nada. Obviamente esta persona tenía sobrepeso, pero si quieres saber cómo perder, mucha atención a esta entrevista para que puedas ver cómo logró y sigue logrando bajar de peso, ¿verdad, Gabriela?
Así es, así es. Quiero presentarles cordialmente a lo que nosotros conocemos como Carlitos, Carlos Gutiérrez. Carlos, bienvenido.
Hola, hola, ¿cómo están?
Ahorita en octubre 7 cumple un año exactamente con GC Fitness. Carlitos y yo fuimos a la a la primaria.
Primaria.
Elementary, middle school, high school. Todos los años nos los aventamos juntos. Toda la vida nos hemos conocido. Éramos de la clica que nos juntábamos en aquel entonces. Y mira, bendito Dios, aquí seguimos juntos, mejorándonos cada día. Y la verdad, yo me quito el sombrero, Carlitos,
Thank you.
por la transformación, por la pérdida que has logrado tener. Y me encanta tenerte aquí porque yo quiero clarificar de que, pues sí, se mete en el quemador. Pues así hasta yo. ¿Qué quemador? Ahorita yo quiero decir que sepan por qué no te lo podías tomar. ¿Por qué? Porque ya saben que yo soy bien amante de, órale, pues chingales, para eso está el quemador o para ayudarte los suplementos. Pero todo eso lo vamos a ver en los siguientes 30 minutos. Así que...
Así es. Bueno, pues Carlitos, quiero empezar por una parte. No me quiero regresar tanto desde que eras chico, pero sí a tu edad de teenager. 14, 15, middle school, high school, ¿verdad? Quiero saber si tus hábitos, por ejemplo, cuando estabas en esa edad, si estabas en deporte, no estabas en deporte, o qué es lo que, si ahí ya tenías sobrepeso o no tenías sobrepeso, y qué pasó. O sea, quiero regresar a
Practically,
teenage.
have you always been, has it always been trouble for you, the weight? Have you ever been overweight?
I've always been overweight since I was a little kid. I mean, everybody knew me as Carlitos, but of course, they're like, Carlitos de donde? So I was always a big kid, always would be made fun of pretty much when I was small. But then one time my mom told me, ¿sabes de qué? Protégete, si te hacen burla y te hacen esto, and boom, I laid someone out, and after that, yeah, they didn't make fun of me.
Yeah.
Pero no
But
estuviste en deporte ni
I
nada.
was in sports. I was always in sports, but
Football.
I was like football, baseball, basket. I mean, I did everything. Pero pues I was always a gordito que could still hang in there. Y it was always a challenge for me because everybody would always be, even to football, we would do sprints or whatever, and I was always the last one. Everybody cheering on, like, come on, Carlitos, come on, Carlitos. And I've always been big. I would eat a lot when I was a little kid. My dad worked in Frito-Lay, so you can imagine. I had all the chips.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah.
My dad worked in Frito-Lay, so chips. No, but I would eat all the chips there was. It was always, even as a little kid, I would always battle with diabetes or like borderline diabetic till I changed my life to losing weight. That's when it was like the doctor told me.
Okay.
I want to know, I mean, I remember, of course, I know that what you're saying is 100% accurate, but I always tell my challengers, de que es que coach, quiero meter a mi hermana, pero no quiere. Le digo, hey, you cannot make somebody want it. They have to crave the change. You have to hit a breaking point where you're like, yeah. What was that breaking point for you that you were like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I need to change my life. ¿Qué fue? What was that? What happened? Something must have happened that clicked and you're like, yeah.
I got goosebumps. I went to the doctor and I was feeling sick. And pues I was at the biggest I had ever been. And
Which was what?
405.
405.
And the doctor told me straight up, compadrito, you want to fucking die or what? And that's when I was like, oh, what do you mean? He's like, bro, you're going to your own deathbed. He's like, you're too big. He's like, you're diabetic. Your sugar level is high, your cholesterol, your high blood pressure. I think my high blood pressure was like at a 150.
Which normal is what?
Normal is 120. So I was always at a 122, 126. And that time he's like, bro, you need to do something. If not, you're not going to live past 37 years old. I guarantee you. And pues I would drink a lot and, sports and everything. Pues let's drink carnes asadas. And then he's like, you either change your life or it's going to be it for you. He's like, you have kids? I was like, no, I don't have kids. I was like, but I don't want to die.
Ahorita que vas a ese punto, por ejemplo, tú ya estabas consciente cuando tenías... Pues de niño no hacen tanto como que está bien, déjalo que coma, está bien, está en deporte. Muchas de las veces hay niños gorditos de 10, 11, 12 y nada más empiezan la escuela y no, hombre, bajan de volada. Entonces es normal porque ya están llegando los teenage years, se están estirando, empiezan a jugar. Tú llegaste en un punto, por ejemplo, 14, 15, 16 o a los 20 de que ya sabías que tenías un problema de sobrepeso o simplemente decías, yo estoy bien, no tengo nada. No lo tomabas en cuenta cuando gente te decía, hey.
Were you in denial?
Yeah. I was always in denial. La gente me decía, like, estás bien gordito, like, te vas a, estás gordito, eso va.
Tu salud.
You're going to lead to something, or like, you're not going to get any better. And I was like, oh, nah, I'm fine. Está bien. Carlitos has always been gordito. Nothing's going to happen. But then it was like, the comfortness was there that I didn't do anything about it.
You said the breaking point was you feeling sick. What did you feel? What was the trigger that your body was telling you, hey, ya? Like, ¿qué sentías? ¿Cómo te sentías mal? ¿En qué manera?
Me sentía mal en la manera de que yo en la mañana iba antes de ir al trabajo, levantábamos de almorzar y almorzábamos, me comía 3 tacos. Que eran 2 de barbacoa y uno de papa chorizo y un popper y una bolsita de chips. And every time I would eat, literally 2 minutes later, acababa de comer y me quedaba dormido.
Sí, a huevo.
Me quedaba dormido and it's like my head would start hurting. I couldn't even function. And ya se pasaba un tiempo y es cuando ya me alivianaba poquito. But it was so bad to the point that I didn't want to get up. I couldn't do anything.
Sluggish. O sea,
I couldn't even tie my shoelace. I couldn't even put on my boots. So that's when I was like, híjole, this is bad. This is really, really bad. I couldn't do anything. I would play sports, but in softball, le pegaba, I would hit, and I would corría, and it was just to first base, and they would turn the courtesy runner, which was corrían por mí.
Sí, claro.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, ya sabían que tengo que correr por Carlitos, pero pues no podía hacer nada. En realidad no podía hacer nada. Me sentía bien feo.
What other, I would say, when you were at your heaviest, because I know not just you went through that. I know there's more people
A lot.
that will see this podcast, and we're trying to not just put out podcasts of fitness or training. We're trying to educate and inform people. And they might be people right now going to see it and they're in denial too, or they simply think, I'm okay. But my point is, what were the dark sides of you when you were at your peak, at your highest? Like you said, hey, I couldn't tie my shoe. I couldn't, my knees hurt. I couldn't run. What was the bad part of you being, that made you turn, but what was the dark parts of being so overweight? What's really that you say, this sucked, this is what I would do? And now that I think about it, it's like,
how would you cope? Like, chinga, te ibas a empinar a amarrarte las cintas y no podías. ¿Qué sentías, güey? How would you cope with something like that?
No, not that. Like, what was the bad parts of it? Like what you told me, like when we spoke, I would eat so much and then I would do this. Like, I had diabetes, I had blood pressure, I had all this bad shit, and still I wouldn't realize that I had to change because I wouldn't accept it. What were all those dark sides?
People did not know, and eran contadas las personas que sabían. Yo dije, no, pues tengo que perder peso. Y comía y, híjole, I would lose a little bit of weight because I knew what to do, but I would always plateau. So cuando yo comía, híjole, ya comí mucho y me atascaba 3, 4 tacos, whatever, y luego iba y me vomitaba.
En tu mente, ¿qué decías? ¿Por qué?
Because it was like, bueno, ya comí toda esta comida, hijo, me siento bien mal, me sentía bien mal. Y iba y me metía el dedo and I would throw up and it was like, okay, yeah, I feel good. I don't feel as full. Like, okay, I'm good.
Did it become an addiction?
For a while it did. It's hard to admit that like a lot of people really don't know this. It was hard to
Well,
even to
yeah,
tell anybody.
it's not a, it's a bad habit that the food cycle, the unhealthy food cycle is a bad habit. ¿Cómo? ¿Por qué? Porque me gusta, porque tengo la ansiedad. Me siento mal. Pum, el dedo. Ok, ya. Y luego al ratito, ahí estás pensando otra vez, al cabo que, mira, me mete el dedo y vuelvo. So it could be bad. Like, it could be bad. ¿Cómo? How did you snap out? Like, how did you snap out?
I started doing that, and it was like, shit, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
This is not the right way to go, to where my throat would hurt. Y pues, of course, I would smoke, so it was like, okay, all this is, I mean, smoking is bad enough, but even doing that, okay, there's something wrong. There's something wrong with me. En realidad tengo algo mal. Esto es mal lo que estoy haciendo. Tengo que cambiar mi vida. Y sí, miraba videos y gente que I would see the inspirational videos, and I would say, sí lo voy a hacer, sí lo voy a hacer, sí lo voy a hacer, hasta que ese día dije, ¿sabes de qué?
La pregunta del millón para mí, de mí para ti es, why me? ¿Por qué? ¿Qué oíste? Porque crecimos juntos, güey. O sea, era que si pudimos haber dejado de vernos 10 años y nos veíamos y, ¿qué onda, güey? What's up? Como si nada, bro. ¿Qué onda? Pero teníamos un buen de no. ¿Qué oías? ¿Por qué? ¿Qué era el rumor? ¿Por qué escogiste a GC Fitness? ¿Qué dijiste? Chinga, ahí es donde yo voy a ir para que me ayuden a perder de peso.
Yo vi bastante en Facebook y yo lo traté, GC Fitness lo traté en 2020. Y luego, that's when I had gone down, and then I tore my meniscus, la rodilla. Y pues me salí. Ya no pude. Me acuerdo esa vez, caí en el piso ahí que eran gold arriba. Y I was like, no, ni modo, I'm done. Me acuerdo metí en el piso, and I remember Coach Norton was giving the class, and I just started crying, like, I'm done. And then after that, it was like, pasó el tiempo, subí de peso otra vez, subí todo el peso y más. And it was like, I started seeing the videos, or you posted something about not making excuses, because what does everybody do? Make excuses.
Oh.
So I was like, you know what? I need to go back to Gabby's class. Of course, you guys push me, you motivate me, and me regañabas. Todavía te oigo. Carlitos, muévete. So after that, I was like, okay, I need to go back. I did other things, CrossFit and all that. I liked it, but there was nothing like GC class that would motivate me. The people, the environment, that was like, okay, I'm going there, and it's not only am I going to get my workout, but it's fun, and seeing everybody, it's
kick ass.
It felt good. And of course, I was always competitive, and I wanted to, be the one that does the most.
Carlitos, there's a lot of yo les digo gente ignorante, porque es lo que es. Cuando tienes ignorancia sobre algo, es que no sabes del tema. La gente, híjole, lo voy a decir, como que la gente pendeja dice, pues sí, pues se toma un quemador, así hasta yo. Aquí tú sabes, por tu colesterol, por tu diabetes, por los riñones que me habías contado, por todo lo que tú tenías físicamente.
A causa del sobrepeso.
A causa del sobrepeso, tú sabes que no te podías tomar absolutamente nada. Cuéntanos, ¿qué aprendiste? ¿Qué fue lo que tú aprendiste que te hizo bajar? Obviamente la clase, pero tú sabes que puedes hacer todas las clases de GC y dobletear, pero si no aprietas la dieta, cuenta, ¿qué pasa?
Lo que aprendí, querer es poder. Si uno quiere, lo va a hacer. La comida es básicamente todo. La comida, sí, puedes comerte una hamburguesa, pero ¿de qué sirve si puedes hacer 3 horas de cardio como quiera? Lo vas a tener ahí.
It's not gonna outpower it.
It's not. Y yo siempre le tuve miedo a supplements y quemadores y que esto y que el otro, y la gente dice esto. Sí me preguntó uno el otro día, oye, pues, ¿qué cirugía te hiciste? ¿Cómo le hiciste? ¿Cómo le hice de qué? me dice, ¿cómo le hiciste? Y pues le dije, pues me amarré un huevo.
Sí, güey.
me
Claro,
dice,
claro.
y luego me dijo, no te tomates nada. Y que I was hearing that people were saying that yo también que
Sí.
me dieron...
La Ozempic.
Yes.
Sí, me
It's a
contaste.
shot. I heard of it, but no. Like, no. I didn't believe in that because I wanted to do it myself. People were saying that I got gastric también or the sleeve. And I was like, ¿cuándo? If I haven't been out for 2 weeks.
No.
I've always been around. So, yeah, a lot of people would tell me that. Like, no, what fat burner would you take? I'm like, closing your mouth and not eating.
Sí, güey, exactamente.
That's one that, I mean, and it feels good when people would say, I heard one person say, no, pues, why couldn't you just get gastric? And I honestly, I was.
You thought of it. Claro.
I thought of it, but I was like, no, why do that when I can do it myself? And it's an accomplishment. Sí, los que se han hechos, you know, I have nothing towards anybody. Like, if you did that
claro.
and it's for your
Se
health,
respetan, claro.
that's cool. But to me, it was like, no, I'm going to do it myself. Por mis huevos. I'm going to do it, get it done. And all natural. I can tell you all natural. That
Yo te di un pre-workout y te estás muriendo.
Carlitos, al empezar, se cuenta tipo, ya venías del 2020 otra vez, you were brand new, tipo, porque tenías un chorro de tiempo no estar. Las primeras 2 semanas, sácalos por favor de duda. Haciendo la dieta al 110%, haciendo la clase de GC, haciendo tu hora de cardio, ¿cuánto perdiste en 2 semanas?
the most I did in 2 weeks was 24 pounds.
24.
24 pounds.
2 weeks.
24 libras en
O
2
sea,
semanas.
en
15
2
días.
semanas. Tengo mucha gente de que a un COI, o sea, el mismo COI, mi hermano, o sea, que tú sabes que ya somos, pues puedes decir expertos en lo de la... ¿Qué onda, güey? Pues me quiero rayar un poquito más, pero ¿qué onda? ¿Puro atún o qué? Le digo, güey, déjate de mamada. No tienes que comer puro atún, no tienes que comer puro tilapia con lechuga, o sea, no, güey, o sea, come tu carbohidrato limpio en la mañana, tu pre and tu post, cómete tu pavito, tu carne molida, tus papas en el air fryer, o sea, hazte tus 6 comidas, pero no estés picorreteando
Yeah.
todos los fines de semana
O
lo
sea,
que te quieres meter,
Tienes que
o sea,
aplicarlo al 100%.
tienes que aplicarlo al 100%. Y, it's because I plateaued. No, bullshit, you plateaued. Nobody plateaus, güey. Nobody.
That's where I was going. I found out. I learned myself that you do not plateau.
You do not.
I remember the doctor was like, no, you have a visit coming up. And I was like, all right. So I was like, oh shit, I'm at 317. Like, I had never been under 300 desde que estaba chiquito. Like, what was it, 17 years
Yeah.
old, más o menos. Pues, yeah, at 17, I was in high school. I was 275. Yeah, in high school. So I was like, chinga, I've never been under 300. I need to hit it. You do not plateau. If you plateau, it's because you're eating other shit.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna lie, I found that out myself. And I know, y una vez me acuerdo que me pesé y me dijeron, ¿cuánto perdiste? 14 libras. And I was like, todos, en 2 semanas, qué padre. Y yo como que, no, sí, gracias. And then I see you and I'm like, fuck. Ahí viene Gaby, ¿cuánto perdiste? 14 libras. ¿Por qué? Yo como que, porque en realidad no, si lo haces todo bien, la clase,
Exacto.
la comida, tu hora de cardio, you won't lose 14 pounds. You'll lose more.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
For sure.
And you
For
do
sure.
not plateau. So that time I went to the doctor, I remember I stepped on the scale and I saw the scale and it's at 299 point something. And I was like,
Por ango.
ay, pistear. me acuerdo, me puse a llorar ahí en la, se me salían las lágrimas on the scale and I was like, damn, I had never done this. And people were like, no, you're going to plateau. What's going to happen when you plateau? Like, no, you don't plateau.
You don't.
Regresando a ahorita lo que dijiste, porque mucha gente, por ejemplo, cuando pusimos y ahorita que pongamos que lleva 100 y tantas libras, lo primero que se le va a venir a la mente es decir, pues está sobrepeso. Si no comen un día y camina, va a perder de peso. Eso es lo que van a pensar. Pero no se están poniendo a pensar como una persona de 380 o 400 libras. Al momento de hacer ejercicio, las rodillas, los pies, la espalda, el ritmo de vida que llevas, que estás acostumbrado a comer lo que quieras y hacer absolutamente nada. Ahora cambiar tu vida y tener que ir a una clase de 45 minutos, que es una chinga para hacer ejercicio, empezar a comer limpio y porción chica, no porción grande, empezar a beber agua y a aplicarlo de domingo a domingo. Mucha gente, por eso quiero que expliques que no está fácil, no nomás porque estás sobrepeso vas a bajar, cuesta dieta. Y me duele, pues sí te duele, pero es el peso. Tienes que perderlo para que no te dolió en las piernas, la espalda, te batallaste para empezar la dieta.
Lo que a mí me da risa cuando dicen muchos, pues sí, estás gordito, por eso bajaste mucho. No, bajé porque yo le eché ganas. No me vengas a decir, nomás porque tú estás gordito. No, porque yo soy una mujer. No importa, si uno le echa ganas, lo va a hacer, lo va a lograr. Y me acuerdo, sí, estaba bien difícil. A mí me dolían las rodillas. Like, I was 367 pounds in GC class. And everybody knows, or whoever has seen, andas en chingas. It's all, jumping and burpees and everything.
Fast pace.
And it's like, sí, todo me dolía, but también you gotta crawl before you walk. Like, you start off slowly. A lot of people, I can't do that. No, but I couldn't do it either.
Yeah.
Now look at me. I remember that day that you said,
Exacto, y me los sacaste de la mente. Diles, fui y me le quedaba viendo y me le quedaba viendo. ¿Qué fui y te dije?
We were in class and ¿qué me dijiste? Estaba yo y había perdido peso. And, I had lost a good amount, but I could move a lot more. Y
Half squat press up, ¿no? Yeah.
Me acuerdo que me gritaste. I would do the squats because I would modify it because of my knee. And she's like, Carlitos, hazlo! And she yelled in the mic and everybody just turned around like, y se me quedaban viendo. And then I did it and I was like,
you did it, exactly.
I was like, wow. Like,
sí, porque eso es algo que bueno que lo tocaste, porque sí, las clases son intensas, pero es algo que yo siempre les digo a todos. They're modifiable, o sea, tú las vas a modificar. Aún yo ahorita, que no me permiten hacer upper porque está muy chingona. Pregúntale, me aviento la clase porque me encanta, porque es puro pierna. Están ustedes haciendo prensa y yo hago squats, haz de cuenta. Lo vas a modificar a ti. Yo obviamente al principio yo sé, I'm not stupid. O sea, yo sé lo que te cuesta tu rodilla, tu cintura. O sea, si a mí me cuesta, nada más me como una hamburguesa y digo, madre santa. Eso te dejaba. Pero ahorita que ya me bajaste, o sea, una gran cantidad, te quedas como que, pues yo siempre he hecho lo mismo. Por eso dije, hazlo, ya puedes hacerlo. Aviéntate el half carry. Te lo aventaste y ya pudiste. O sea, obviamente a su tiempo, did it get easier? No, it didn't. You got stronger.
Exactly. Like, it got easier, but because I kept on doing it.
You kept on changing and losing that weight.
Yes, I kept on changing. I was like, okay, this time, if I can do... Before, I would only be able to do 2 of the girl push-ups. Now in class, I can hear nothing count, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I can do these. Oh, yeah, now I can do the push-ups and regular push-ups. And it's like, yeah, we all start off slow. No, there's nothing wrong with it, but anybody can do it. You can do it. Like, it's one thing that, híjole,
es que
it feels so good.
Sí,
it feels so good that you gotta try it. Just stop using excuses.
Sí, o sea, eso que dijiste ahorita, que, pues estabas gordo, por eso bajaste. No, güey. O sea, ahorita acabo de competir. Yo empecé mi preparación en 167 libras. 167, almost 170. Es más, hasta 172. Porque they bulked me up to get muscle mass. I was at 149 in these 8 weeks. From 172 to 149. Have you ever seen me fat? No. I wasn't fat. Like, yo no estaba gordo. Y como quiera te perdí 20-some pounds. ¿Y cómo es posible que, por ejemplo, una persona que tiene sobrepeso en la clase por chiflada no me bajó ni una puta libra? ¿Por qué? No, es que hay plateau. No, bullshit. You don't eat what you're supposed to.
Exactly.
¿Cómo es posible que una persona... Y me pasa, güey, las flaquinitas así de la clase pierden sus 3 libras. Y una Gordix, 0.2 pounds. Haz de cuenta, y yo le digo, güey, Laura o Pati o Diana de las 7, la señora Diana de las 7, que ha perdido una cantidad increíble, es otra. Me sigue perdiendo de peso y ahora la pedorra le digo, ¿por qué perdiste de peso, Diana? Si ya te di comida, ya te di peso. Like, it's gonna get to a point where, hey, eat. Like, food is everything. It builds you, it makes you lose weight, it makes you obese, it makes everything. La comida es el 110%. O sea, y es lo que la gente tiene que entender, que no es fácil, pero como tú ya lo tienes bien engrabado en tu cabeza, querer es poder.
Y a eso iba, porque de lo de la operación y lo de la comida que viene junto con pegado. Si no te hubieras metido a GC, nunca hubieras hecho ese cambio y hubieras ido directo al doctor y te hubieras hecho una operación, ¿piensas que hubieras rebotado para atrás?
Oh, claro que sí. Claro que sí, because si te fijas a gente que se han hecho
Mucha.
la cirugía, bastantes, no puedo decir todos, pero muchos que pasan. Ya ya perdí el peso, ahora sí, déjame empezar a comer otra vez. Empezó a comer y no pasa nada, pero en realidad no saben que ellos solos la panza está
Expandiéndose.
Y eso es a lo que iba. Porque mucha gente, si van y se operan, la hacen diferentes procesos. Pero si no es, y como dices, muchos vuelven a subir. El problema no es que, yo siempre les digo, lo mejor siempre es edúcate en aprender a comer. Por ejemplo, Carlitos, si él ya llega a un punto que dice pero ya está educado, ya está en su mente, sabe que ya es el ejercicio parte de su vida, ya sabe alimentarse, ya aprendió, no nada más está así, él aprendió a cómo comer, qué días puede comer algo fuera de la dieta, qué días puede comer estricto. Ya él si decide hacerse una operación, ya no va a subir porque ya su mente ya tiene bien plantado la educación de saber comer, alimentarse, ejercitarse, y mucha gente lo hace al revés. Imagínate de un día para otro, estás acostumbrado en 400 libras, comer unlimited food y de repente te cierran la panza, pues, ¿qué va a pasar? Tarde que temprano se va a reventar porque no haces ejercicio, no estás acostumbrado o sea, no hay nada mejor que hacerlo con ejercicio. Sí cuesta, pero te vas a educar y con el tiempo ya puedes hacer diferentes procesos, pero ya sabes cómo alimentarte y no va a causar ese rebote.
rebote. Y una cosa sí digo, que puedo decir yo, en GC aprendí cómo comer,
Healthy lifestyle.
cómo preparar. Si no te preparas, if you don't prepare yourself, you're going to fail.
Yeah.
And I've gone to bike rallies, I've gone out of town, that I take my food, and everybody's like, pinche Carlitos, se trajo su comida otra vez y que no sé qué, ya saben. Ahora me ven, ¿qué estás comiendo? Además, ¿qué estás comiendo? Todos. Y es una cosa increíble lo que la gente ahora, ¿qué estás comiendo? Ahora me checan esto. Cuando antes, ¿qué decían todos? Cómete eso, no pasa nada.
Esto más es una.
Un pedazo de carne, no pasa nada. Pero, pues, ¿qué pasa? Sí pasa algo. Agarras un pedazo de carne y luego al rato que, otro. Acá no pasa nada. I've learned a lot on the food. Eating healthy it's actually very good. It's delicious. Si te preparas y haces la comida y vas a ver, va a haber algo que te va a gustar.
And you stick to it.
And you stick to it y lo preparas, pero si no te preparas, if you don't do your plates for 2 or 3 days, if one that doesn't have a chance o que siempre están ocupados y que si no lo haces, ¿qué vas a hacer? Pues no tengo comida. Pues déjame ir a Subway.
Sí.
It's healthy.
Yeah.
Let me get a salad from Chick-fil-A. Pero le echas 2 libras de pinche ranch.
Yeah.
You know, you learn.
Let me ask you something. Maybe it'll come back to you. Así como dices que has aprendido todo para prepararte, a cocinar, a saber qué funciona. Honestamente, Carlitos, cuando le empiezas a cagar, ¿qué tan fácil es subir de peso? Dímnos. Pero pues con madre, no, pues sí, pues se toma los quemadores, así hasta yo. ¿Qué tan fácil es subir de peso, Carlitos?
Shit. It's so easy. People say, que el quemador hace esto, el quemador. No, I gained 22 pounds.
Exactly.
In 2 weeks. 22 pounds. Esto es lo que iba. Now I remember what I was going to say. I know it's easy how they say. Ching, I forgot again.
Ay, no manches, es neta.
Wait. No, people say, this is where people mess up. There you go, now I remember. People mess up and say, sí, no, agrégale arroz, agrégale esto. No, you need to hit your goal. And then you can add your half a cup of rice.
Wait,
you can do this. I know people tell me, pues now I started lifting. Like, legs. I love doing legs and butt now.
Sí.
And it's like, pues agrégale esto, agrégale el otro. No, I'm going to do that once I know where I'm supposed to be at. Then that's the life.
Yeah.
I know I'm going to continue that.
Yes.
And it's beautiful because you eat the food and now it's like, okay, I can eat this.
Yeah.
That's the reward you give yourself.
Earned, not given. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And how you said, how fast is it to go up? It's very fast.
Así, mira.
22 pounds in 2 weeks. Well, actually, I'm lying. It was a week and 2 days. Cuando me pesé, I went to
¿Qué
Gold's.
dijiste?
No. Vi la pesa, and I was like, my girlfriend just looked at me. She's like, what are you going to do? Gabby's going to kill you. And I'm like, yeah. So I was like, you know what? Okay. Ya, la cagué. Okay. Time to get back on it. So in a week, 4 days, I lost 17 pounds.
Sí, güey. Exactly.
I hate it. O me caga cuando dice la gente, no, que si te tomas esto, te tomas lo otro. No. I'm going to tell you, my thing was the food. Another thing I found out to everyone out there, the more you eat, the more you lose.
Yeah.
No, que un shake, que me voy a tomar esto, que I'm going to supplement this. Like, no. Eating
Food.
will make you portionize the way.
Claro.
And of course, GC has taught me that. Norton have taught me.
Meal
like,
prepping.
The meal prepping is, I can't stress
It's
it
key.
enough. It's key.
It's key. Exactamente. Güey, no manches. O sea, yo, después de la competencia, al 149, Saturday, obviamente, el domingo, cállate, comimos Cracker Barrel, pan. A mí lo que más me gusta es el pan, güey.
Pasta,
el carbohidrato,
pizza.
el pasta. De todo un poquito. 10 pounds in 2 days. 10 pounds, güey. Claro, era después, yo creo que 5 de pura mierda, pero, o sea, literal. Güey, qué fácil. Güey, es más fácil tragar también y subir. O sea, no manches.
Yeah. Es
o
como
sea,
dice Oscar. I know que siempre dice, like, for you to be overweight, it takes effort.
takes effort, dude.
Because imagine if there's a person that's, I don't know, 200 pounds today, but next year he's 250. The following, he's 300. That means it took him 2 years of inputting so much food to be able to get to that weight. It takes effort. I mean, it's not just not going to weigh 300 pounds in 2 days.
Exactly.
It takes time of putting all that. So losing weight, it also takes effort. But what do you prefer?
Exacto, güey. Exactly. Being a fat person is hard. No me puedes decir que empinarte a amarrarte o ponerte la bota. Ya te imagino cansado.
Huffing and puffing.
O sea, huffing and puffing. O meterte a cagar y estar sudando. Porque you're overweight. O simplemente y bajarte del correo aquí con los calorones de Laredo. Bajarte tu camioneta al correo ya sudando del todo. It's hard. Like, it's hard. Ver a la persona que ves en el espejo y decir, fuck, like, ¿por qué? Y mira, estoy tan desviado que ni quiero empezar because I'm so far away from what I want. Like, why even fucking start? Like, ya estoy demasiado, like, I know. But then again, eating tilapia and patties frías como nalga de indio y que todo el mundo esté comiendo y tú con tu arrocito frío o tu rice cake, sometimes flavorless.
Cardios.
It's hard too, but shit. Con madre porque motivas a la gente. Sabes que se puede. It makes you a stronger person. If you can control the food you put in your mouth, you can control anything in life. Anything. Si controlas lo que te metes a la boca, pues eres capaz de cualquier cosa.
Dijo Arnold, if you conquer what bodybuilding has taught me is to be successful in the aspect of life. Because if you eating all that food and competing and just being in a diet to be able to compete or lose weight, it's mind. It's all in the fucking
Todo.
mind. So if you
Exacto.
control your mind, you can control anything. And that's why he always says, I'm successful thanks to bodybuilding. It taught me how to be able to
Discipline.
control myself, so much discipline. And I just put that in every aspect of my life to be able to be successful.
Sí, y Carlitos, it's so easy. It's so easy. Ahí está. El chip con el aguacatito. Es bien fácil, güey, extender la mano y chingarte el aguacate. Pero ya que pruebas la comida, ¿qué pasa, güey? Ya que te metes la carnita, el pistito, la hamburguesita, la grasa, güey, the body will crave it double. Te lo va a pedir el azúcar. Vas a estar, your mind is going to be wrapped around el yogur, el pastelito, la galleta, la hamburguesita güey, it is what it is. Like, and people need to understand that. Que both things are hard. So, pick your hard. Gordito, enfermo, puede que se te limite tu vida. O sea, es que me pongo bien fit ¿Qué me dijiste? Se me están haciendo las nalgas con madre. Pues claro, güey. Ves tus pantalones de estar bien desparramado, a verte las pompillas ahí con madre. ¿A poco uno se siente bruto?
Sí, se siente bien padre.
Obvio. I mean, it's hard, but hey, pick your heart.
Pick your heart.
I pick my heart
No,
all
y,
the time.
y aparte, por ejemplo, to our challengers, right? To all our challengers, les acabo de decir we have a challenge online. People who are not from Laredo, they're from San Antonio, all over Texas, United States, people from Mexico. We always have challengers every 8 weeks. So I just recently were redoing registration. So I posted in our support group chat. So the first time you join, it's a challenge, right? It's an 8-week challenge. You join, maybe you don't reach your goal. You stay halfway. Then you rejoin. Second challenge, you get to your goal. Then you can talk to your coach. Hey, I already lost a lot of weight. What can I do? Okay, you make the changes. Third challenge, you're still there. It's not a challenge anymore. It's just a part of your lifestyle. You have you're paying to have us and the group that support. That it's not about I need to lose more weight in the 8 weeks. No, it's part every 8 weeks. Yes, you have a challenge, so that motivates you to keep going. But now it doesn't turn. It's not a lifestyle. It turns into a lifestyle that's part of you. So our same customers are always rejoining, not because of the challenge, because they like the lifestyles that we're teaching. They like our motivation. They like every time that we're on them, the classes, it's just everything together. But eventually that's where you want to reach. You want to complete to get to the point where you like, I feel good at this point. You already learn how to eat. You already learn how to train. You maintain. You can have your cheat meal on the weekend. You get back to it. And that's the lifestyle of wellness and health you want to reach. And that's where we teach everybody to be able to get to that point. So, like she said, you pick your heart.
What's your plan for the next challenge? Porque obviamente GC for life, ya sabes.
Oh, yeah. GC for life.
¿Qué piensas cambiar? ¿Cuántas libras te quieres aventar? What's our next goal?
Next goal, and
Te van a ver todos,
I'm going to go harder than ever now. These starting, or the next challenge.
August 7th.
August 7th. But August 1st, it's when I'm going to start till October, or till the challenge is done. But my goal and what I want to hit is to hit around between anywhere from 210 to 220.
And how much are you weighing right now?
I don't know the exact weight. No me he pesado.
Okay. So you want to do 50 pounds, 40 pounds?
I want to do about 60 pounds. Because I know it's possible.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's possible. And no, there's no plateau. Like, no, you eat right. You do everything right, and you do your cardios, and you will not plateau. It is a lifestyle. Yes, it's hard. Whoever says, oh, no, I can't do it. Shit, I did it. I would drink a lot, eat everything. You can. Anybody can.
I mean, it brings you more just confidence in general. Te sientes mejor y te digo, mucha gente, yeah, you might not want to change because I want to look like this physically, but your health, at the end of the day, you get the reward of being able to wear what you want. And being able to wear what you want, it just gives you that confidence to feel good and feel good inside out. And I mean, you get that. Those are the benefits, the extras, the bonuses. Extra. So why not? Why
exactly.
not?
And that's what, honestly, GC, and I thank you guys. That's what it got me. Now the confidence. I mean, I've always been confident. Siempre decía gordito, Carlitos, que but now it's the healthy. Like now I feel good. I went from having diabetes, or I was diabetic. Yeah, I was always in denial. I had diabetes. They were giving medication. Y el doctor, bueno, ahí está la receta, compadrito, que no sé qué, yo como que Simón, güey, bueno, y la aventaba. From when I went to the doctor, he did the blood work, I weighed myself, and then he's like, pues, ¿qué hiciste? And I was like, just worked out and ate right. And he's like, but diet? And I was like, no, it's a lifestyle. And he's like, oye, ¿quién eres tú? And I was like, no, pues I go to GCA Fitness, and then he's like, okay, no, pues qué bueno, síguele. Mira, pues, todo lo que te puedo decir es ya no tienes diabetes, high cholesterol, ni high blood pressure. He's like, you're good. He's like, keep on going. And that's where it's like, okay, yes, you guys have helped me a lot, but one has to want it. If you want it, you will get it done. And who better to push me? So, like I'm saying, what did I say, 70, right?
Yeah,
next October 7th. And then keep on going from there. Let's see where it goes. My goal is I want to be a bodybuilder one day.
Querer es poder.
It's something that
Mira, mientras tengamos salud y vida, you set your mind to it.
You're
Yo te lo
already
dije.
bodybuilding. You're already bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Being able to sculpt your body and training and dieting.
You're building
that's
your
a start,
body.
yeah.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
so we already have a goal. He already has a goal. I want to invite, thank you for being able to come here, share every detail, what we could talk about. Hopefully this can help other people, which I know it will. They can listen to it. They can relate to it. They can even get inspired with Mr. Carlitos and be able to just, if you really want it, if it's been in the back of your head, I want to, but I don't know how. O quiero ir, pero es que todos también mamás en GC Fitness. No, it's not about that. It's just about starting, and you will relate to someone. And there's always somebody you can relate to with us at the gym. Besides us, besides other people training there, anybody can help you. You know, we're there to help. We are here to help you guys. So, like I said, I want to thank you, and we have a huge goal. What do you think? What do you
It's
think?
doable. It's very doable. Y lo vamos a lograr. O sea, tú sabes que yo soy bien neta y te digo las cosas como son.
Oh, yeah.
Lo vamos a lograr. Y yo te lo dije. Si no conseguías tú la operación, te la iba a conseguir yo. O sea, yo te dije, it's a live. Es de revista la transformación que has tenido y que vamos a seguir teniendo. Tú nada más dame lo que es de tu parte, que es tu empeño, tu esfuerzo, tu motivación, tu tunnel vision en lo que es y que nada ni nadie te quite lo que es que quieres lograr y que lo vamos a lograr, lo vamos a lograr. Eso tenlo por seguro.
yes, and it sure will happen. It's gonna get done. But one thing I can say, you know, to those that want to change your life, just do it. What do you got to lose? If you have kids, do it for your kids, for your children. Well, how you said earlier, do you want that life of being fat and struggling, or do you want to struggle and get fit?
Yeah.
Do you want to see your kids? What I've seen or what I've learned real quick, when you have kids, they follow you.
Oh, yeah.
They follow, of course, right? I mean, I don't have children, but I see that.
Yeah.
If there's a kid that the dad's just laying down or watching TV and drinking, what do you think they're not gonna want to do anything?
Yeah.
But if they see you working out and doing this, oh, look, I want to be like dad. Oh, I want to be like mom. Like, you know, have something to look forward to. Do it for your kids. I mean, anybody can really do it. What do we all do? Use excuses.
Yeah.
Because I've done it. I've done it chingos of times. And I'm not going to be like, no, I was perfect. But no, we all struggle. Just get back up and do it.
Así es.
Pues bueno, pues muchas gracias. Nos vemos en el próximo y espero que lo disfruten completamente todo el podcast. Listo.
Sir.